Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So Netflix just released Enola Holmes, the story about everyone's favorite crime-solving detective's younger sister. It starred Millie Bobby Brown and Henry Cavill, and it was a really good watch. It won't be winning any awards or anything, except for maybe costume design. That was fantastic. Whether it was a servant or a commoner dressed down, or a dressed up lord or lady, they all looked great. Now this movie follows Sherlock's younger sister as she goes searching for their missing mother while also outwitting her older brothers and solving a mystery surrounding a missing lord. One of my favorite things about this movie is the fact that it didn't take itself too seriously. It was light, jovial, and comical throughout, and even when it had to get serious in certain parts, it made sure to keep everything lighthearted nonetheless. The jokes were frequent, and Millie was fun to watch.
You're an nincompoop.
I thought I might get tired of the fourth wall breaks and her speaking directly to the camera and audience, but really, I never actually did. And it was kind of fun to watch her character's thought process. It wasn't as serious as her brother's, but it was very Sherlock-esque in its own way. While my hopes weren't very high when I saw the young Tewksbury on screen, I thought he fared much better when he reappeared in the later half of the movie. The mystery surrounding him gave him a reason to stick around and something to do, while the story worked to solidify his relationship with Enola. His character was oddly lovable in his naivete, and I felt that he really grew into himself as the movie went on. His banter with Enola really improved as well, going from cringe to actually tolerable.
I'm not a boy. I'm a man.
You're a man when I tell you you're a man.
But I am really glad that this story didn't force a romantic relationship on the two of them. It kind of acted naturally and let what was be. I thought Sam Claflin was good in the role of Mycroft, although I wasn't a fan of his character at all. He was unlikable and one-dimensional.
You are my ward, and you will do as you are told!
I understand that he was meant to be unliked and to personify the very symbol that Enola was rebelling against, but I couldn't help but think that his character was just unnecessary. And because he didn't really add anything to the story, I couldn't help but think that even if he was removed, nothing would change. And if that's true, then he really was unnecessary in this film. You could have had Sherlock take over the role as overbearing steward of Enola. And had he changed his mind in the middle of the film, it would have given his character more depth along the way. And speaking of the great detective, while you can't have a Holmes film without Sherlock, you can minimize his role to just the admiring older sibling who only manages to solve the mysteries second fastest.
How did your sister get here before you?
I'm sorry?
But I don't think Henry Cavill really minded being the lesser Holmes in this one. He spent the whole movie barely hiding his enjoyment behind a constant smirk on his face, happy to just watch Enola outsmart everyone else, including himself. Now you can't forget Helena Bonham Carter, who is fantastic in every role she does, and continues her streak of not caring what anyone thinks of her, both off and on screen. Altogether, I thought this was a very good adaptation of the Enola Holmes books, especially the first one, which is heavily based off of and follows closely. It's got a top-notch cast all the way down to the supporting and minor characters. The sets and costumes were phenomenal to look at, and everything was just entertaining to watch. I've been on a bit of a streak lately reviewing a bunch of dark and controversial films. But this one was a really nice change of pace, a sort of reset for me. I'll admit that I was a little bit worried about this movie going in. I thought it may be underwhelming, but I was pleasantly surprised. It may be 2 hours long, but it's really good and I think worth the watch if you've got the time. Netflix may just be on their way to creating a new franchise with Enola Holmes. It would be their second with Millie Bobby Brown. I've really enjoyed her progress from what we started with in Stranger Things to where she is now. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, have a great day, and don't forget to watch a great movie. Bye.